if me and you committed a crime together, right? And I got caught and you didn't, I wouldn't tell him. You know, I wouldn't tell him my accomplice was because I did it too.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, on the other hand, if I'm sleeping in the backseat of your car and you decide to rob a gas station with me in the backseat, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna play it cool until you drop me off home, and then I might have to call that number on you, bro, because they might, they might have me in the backseat. Because the thing. Yo, it's a show you didn't know you needed, the
Just Looking Out podcast.
Yes, sir. Sean T.
Saint D.
D2 Nice.
Man, we gonna get right into it today. We got a lot of topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
We're a little behind on this one, so we're gonna start with it first. The Super Bowl.
Yes.
The Super Bowl halftime show, to be more exact. Bad Bunny performed. I thought it was a dope performance. I came into it, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I came into it kind of with no real expectations because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
2, I don't know no Bad Bunny songs.
Yeah.
So I came into it not really really caring much about it, but it actually beat my expectations. It was actually a pretty good show, man. I had to go back and watch it twice to fully understand it, but overall it was pretty dope, man. How'd you feel about it? Because we watched it together.
Yeah. When I watched it, I thought it was pretty. It was pretty good, but I don't know, given on the scale of what it is, the Super Bowl, and given that, I mean, I didn't know any, I mean, I do know some Bad Bunny songs.
Suavemente.
But I do know some. I have some on my playlist, but he didn't perform none of those, which I wouldn't expect him to, but I don't know, it was different. Let's just put it to me, it was different. I mean, the visuals were good though, especially, you know, how he set it up to be, how especially the people on TV watching it, the visuals were good. So he did his thing on that. But yeah, I think some of it could have been better if he would have translated the whole unity thing into like English, or had like, you know, him doing it, parts of it in English.
Bruh, they could at least have the captions in English.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. But, you know, overall though, I think it was pretty good. It was a good performance, you know. I mean, it still couldn't have topped some of the greater ones up there, but it was good though. It was decent.
I think the videography of the whole Super Bowl halftime show was cool. Like how they had all the flags at the end and everything. But like, to be honest, I don't really listen to a lot of Bad Bunny songs. It's like every time when I'm around any Mexicano or anybody that listens to, you know, any Hispanic music, that I hear Bad Bunny. I'm like, oh, okay. I never thought he was an artist. And then I already hear a few hits here, everybody talking about him like that. But to be honest, it was cool for a lot of Puerto Ricans to have their heritage in the Super Bowl halftime show. But it's like, that's the first time you're going to put football and like the Hispanic community in one like collage. Like usually you would see a lot of Hispanic and Puerto Ricans be like in the FIFA like soccer games and all of that. So I think it was just cool to unite both groups. But I don't know. Some things in the halftime show was kind of like awkward, because it's like, okay, I get it. Like everybody understands the gay and like all that stuff, but like the two guys that was humping in the, I don't know if y'all saw that.
I did see that.
I was like, yo, that's kind of questionable, bro.
They were by the car. I did see that.
I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But then it's like, it is what it is. That's the culture now. So I'm not really too much of a fan of Bad Bunny like that, but it is what it was.
I like that he stood 10 toes down and keeping it strictly kind of about Puerto Rico, like, you know, because there was so much scrutiny in before it even started from, you know, people who were like, why is he performing the Super Bowl? You know, he could have like tried to make it more Americanized and had like, you know, some American artists on there just to switch it up. I mean, he did have Lady Gaga, which was so random and my least favorite part of the whole thing, honestly, because what was that, bro? Like, I did not like that. I just didn't understand it. Shout out to Lady Gaga because I do like Lady Gaga, but I don't know. That was random to me. I feel like that was him slightly trying to appease to the more American crowd, Lady Gaga. But otherwise than that, I like how he's still 10 toes down doing the whole show in Spanish, and then just displaying all the things that, just giving everybody a little taste of Puerto Rico, and stuff like that, just from him growing up, man. The one thing I felt like could have saved the halftime show, I feel like Ricky Martin could have did La Vida Loca. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro,
that's a hit.
That would have been dope. That would have been dope. That would have, to me, gave it a little bit more kudos. But like I said, I did have to go back and rewatch it because a lot of stuff was going on. My boy was falling through the roof, and somebody was getting married.
Yeah, somebody actually got married.
Yeah, they actually got married. Cardi B was there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot to just keep up with. So yeah, exactly. So I went back and watched it the next day, and I had a way better appreciation for it. I feel like people only had a problem with it because it was in Spanish. I don't think it was necessarily because it was a Spanish artist doing it, because Jennifer Lopez and Shakira did the halftime show like 3 halftimes ago.
Oh yeah, they did.
So I don't really necessarily feel like it was because it was an American artist, because as the internet pointed out, U2, Rihanna, and a whole bunch of people are actually not American citizens that have done the halftime show.
That's true.
So I don't feel like it was a problem of who it was. I feel it more so of a problem that people had the fact that it was in Spanish. And listen, bro, like I said, if you learned anything about white people, bro, white people they don't like change, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
What you mean it's gonna be all Spanish? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not trying to hear that, bro.
That is true.
To the point where they had their own halftime show.
They did.
Yes, that was led by Kid.
No, it was just it was called the America Bowl or something.
America Bowl.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kid Rock performed, and 2 other, I think, country artists performed.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, whatever. But but that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? White people, y'all don't like change, man. Y'all don't like to feel like y'all hold on something that's being threatened, and when it is, it's just always somebody that just gotta come out and feel like they gotta do some type of counter thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it was no black people that came out and felt like they had to do a black Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had a Lil Baby and them doing a separate one. That would have been dope. But it didn't happen. You know,
they
what
had
I'm
like
saying?
a little streamer bowl type thing too. Like,
I could see
the streamers came out.
I mean, that makes sense.
Everything.
That makes sense. But overall, I would give the Bad Bunny performance probably maybe, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. It was very visually nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, them not speaking Spanish, and them not speaking English, and also me not being aware of his songs, because he didn't do none of his songs that you would hear on the radio. I don't believe.
No, he didn't.
So
he didn't do Gasolina.
all of that stuff.
That's
not.
That was
Daddy Yankee.
That's Daddy Yankee.
Don't they both sing it?
No. Bad Bunny is more
came
recent.
Out in like 2002.
Yeah, no, Bad Bunny. He's a lot more recent. I say within the last like 5-6 years, he done got bigger. Within the last few years, he got bigger. He came out a long time ago. He was doing they call it trap Spanish music. Yeah. So it's the equivalent of having reggaeton. YN music, basically. Yeah. But it's reggaeton mixed in it with it. Mm-hmm. So he was like a rapper like back then. Bad Bunny was, but in Spanish. And he started transitioning his style, and then how he started dressing in his videos started getting more just. He went from rapping, hardcore rapping, to making it a little bit more softer, to love music type stuff.
Romantic.
Yeah.
Like Pitbull did.
Yeah. They changed their style up.
Pitbull did it in English.
Right.
So he just did Spanish Pitbull.
That's basically what he did.
Much.
And he just switched it over, and then now it became more acceptable. More people started knowing who Bad Bunny is, because his music it started to grow and it started to get better. But
they say he's the biggest pop artist in the world.
No, he is. He really is.
Yeah, that was something else that was kind of like killing me when people was like Mace on their podcast. Well, his take on it was that the Super Bowl needs to have big, it's kind of falling off. Needs bigger artists. He was really going hard for Chris Brown, I guess.
A lot of
people but that shows how people don't really know, because in actuality it don't get no bigger than Bad Bunny. Actually, what I'm saying? Bad Bunny is actually the biggest pop artist in the world right now.
Yeah, he is.
So
I guess it's hard to believe a lot of like people that think that Bad Bunny is like the biggest pop star in the world, because a lot of people growing up now or like the YNs now, they can't really relate to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So like they watching it like from a point of view.
Puerto Rican YNs can.
The Puerto Rican, yeah, but like basic got like minorities, and we not gonna be like, oh yo, I'm gonna put on some Bad Bunny, bro. Like
no, I feel
you're not gonna want to. But like, it's no disrespect to the Puerto Rican community. Like, shout out to them for being having him represent them. But it's just like, I feel like in general, we're talking about the halftime show, but it's the fact that nobody really paid attention to the week game, bro. The NFL Super Bowl game.
That shit was weak, bro. That's horrible. Before, okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
And one thing I wanted to say about how white people were having just outrage about Bad Bunny is that nobody's realizing that Puerto Rico is a U.S. state now.
Yeah.
So it's like you really can't say too much.
Territory.
Well, territory, yes, territory. But so basically, so all the Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens.
They pay U.S. taxes.
Yeah, so it's like you can't really get mad at them putting him there, because I mean it is, like you said, a lot of people who are from different backgrounds and from different countries performed in a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So with Bad Bunny actually being an American citizen, then it made sense.
Yeah.
But I can understand. It's just the fact that it
was the language.
Yeah, barrier. It's the language barrier.
Like I said, I really just feel like people had a problem with it because it was in Spanish. And like you said, if it was at somewhere like FIFA or something like that, wouldn't have been no issue.
That's true.
But it's the Super Bowl, and if you really think about it, like the people who can afford Super Bowl tickets, they don't want to see Bad Bunny.
That's facts.
At the halftime show.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that
they don't. Facts. Maybe some of them. Not. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna say the majority. I'm gonna say 95% of them. Was not concerned about seeing Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Probably would have voted to see somebody else. So now I got a quick question, and if y'all, it's kind of on the spot. So if y'all can't think of nobody, it's cool. I got somebody. But if you could put somebody on the halftime show, who would you want to see? Y'all need time to think about it. I say mine real fast.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. Easily Kanye. Kanye will put on the dopest Super Bowl halftime show ever, bro. I'm telling you, it would be the best Super Bowl performance since Michael Jackson. Kanye would have the stadium floating.
I don't know. Bro, I don't know about.
When I tell you, Kanye would have stuff under people's seats that have them up in the air with him when he's performing. Like, it would be crazy, bro.
Okay, I see what you're saying with Kanye,
the production would be crazy.
It would be crazy. Yeah, but I don't think that enough people now would want to hear Kanye, especially after all the things he said.
Yeah.
Attacking the Jewish community. Jay-Z is actually in charge of putting the people on stage, so he's definitely not getting past Jay-Z to get on stage. But I believe that Kanye would be a good one. It's just the fact that
I know he would. Yeah, they would never choose Kanye.
They would never choose
Kanye.
But
if Kanye was in good standings with the world, which he is working on,
he's been apologizing.
He is working on a Kanye halftime show would be amazing, bro. Kanye got so many hits. He got stadium hits. He got. I mean, his concerts alone are already amazing. Like the stage is ready to be floating on his concerts and stuff like that. Like that would be a crazy show, man. If Kanye did the halftime show, so that's who. If I was in charge, I don't care if people would be mad. Kanye would be doing it, bro.
What about you? What you think, Dan? Who you pick?
Yeah, has 50 Cent done one before?
He did partially with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, he was out there with Dr. Dre.
It would be cool for him to do one.
That would be dope.
I think for like if the Super Bowl was like in New York or something like that, and they had 50 Cent come out there like with a whole bunch of other New York rappers.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Kind of dope for the New York community. But yeah, I think it'll be good for him to do that. But I don't know about anybody else. Maybe Drake. Drake would be cool.
I mean, he would bring in
Drake
people
would
too.
be a good one,
he would
too.
definitely bring in people.
Drake would be a good one too. I had heard, I don't know if this was true or not, but I actually heard that Bad Bunny tried to get Drake to perform during his show and he declined. Like I said, I seen that on the internet. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I did hear that. I did read an article that said he did extend that invitation. But I think Drake is still, Drake's still in his feelings about Kendrick's.
The Kendrick shit. So he's trying to like, let me see who trying to support me.
So
it would be hard for Drake to come out after Kendrick performed the last Super Bowl. So
that's a fact.
That would be.
But that would be a good show though. Drake's would be a good show. What about you? King Von.
It would be nice. Rest in peace, King Von.
That's all this man listen to.
Facts. I guess if I had to pick somebody, you know what? I don't know if he did it before, but I would probably go with Bruno Mars.
Yeah, Bruno Mars done it twice.
Oh, well then, yeah.
He did it twice?
He done it twice.
I didn't know he did it twice.
Yeah, he's done one on his own, and then he did a half one with another artist who was his name Bruno Mars. I want to say it was...
Shit, Beyonce? I mean, Beyonce,
she done one.
Let me think of something. Who was one of the older people that have not got any shine?
Dang, man, an older artist that could really
rock
the halftime show.
R&B rap that could just shine. I'm trying.
You know what would be dope?
No. No.
Can I have one?
No. He would only have one song to perform.
You know what would be dope? If they did like a halftime show that consisted of like old artists like the Isley Brothers.
Oh, that'd be
Anita
nice.
Baker, like something like Earth, Wind and Fire or something like that. Now that would be a fire. That would be another good one too. Those guys a little old now, but they can still put on a show.
Yeah.
But that would be dope.
Like
I can't think of no other individual artists. A Jay-Z halftime show would be dope. I mean, he run it.
That's true. That's true.
He run NBC and them.
So
old school one would be nice though. They brought out all the old school because I mean a lot of
Ice
people.
Cube?
I don't think they would get Ice Cube to do it.
Yeah,
he's not.
Ice Cube's music is too political.
Yeah, it's not his music is not to where they're gonna want to hear it like that. It would have to be somebody really universal to stand out. And pretty much, I mean, everybody done did it now. Because I mean, other than that, I would have went for Michael Jackson, but he did it already too.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah,
but
he killed it.
The best one, him and Prince.
Yeah, him and Prince was. Yeah, Prince was on point.
Was a good one too.
Prince was on point.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. Kanye, man, keep on your forgiveness tour, Kanye, man. We could get you in the Super Bowl in about 3 years. About three Super Bowls from now.
He would be performing with his daughter at that one.
Bruh, Northwest out there, your bestie. Your bestie Northwesty out there. Yes, it would be dope. A Kanye Super Bowl performance would be crazy.
Northwest.
It would be good, but I just don't see it ever happening.
No.
Unfortunately, I don't see it ever
happening either, bro. But it
in this type of world, yeah. Maybe
people are pushing hard for Chris Brown, man.
They are.
It's time to get over what he did to Rihanna, man. It's time to let that go. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was. It is, definitely.
So I mean, Chris Brown performance would be dope. Usher already did one.
Yeah, he did it too.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean, that's
R. Kelly one would have been dope.
That would have back in the day, before all the charges.
Before all the charges, bro.
Before all the charges.
Keep himself together. R. Kelly.
I can't listen to R. Kelly the same, man. After everything that.
Of course not, bro. Yeah. It wouldn't. Oddly enough, I mean, a P Diddy one would be dope too, bro. Like. I mean, I hate to say it because I know the situations they're in.
Yeah.
But put that aside, their music, they both people with a lot of hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both people with a lot of hits. And, like, Diddy got a lot of hits. And And did he know enough people that where he probably have a bunch of people come out with him and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know, he probably blackmailed them to do it.
But you gonna perform.
You gonna perform.
You gonna be on that stage.
You know what I'm saying? So it'd be one of those situations. But anyway,
one of the awkward Super Bowl halftime shows.
Bruh. Anyway, halftime show, man. Like I said, overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. What do y'all think?
I'm gonna give it about the same. I'm definitely gonna give about a 6. I mean, like I said, the visuals were real good. I mean, if he would probably perform some of his hits that we all know, you know, even for the people who don't speak Spanish, then we would all been jamming. But I definitely give it a 6. But it was definitely visually good, and I mean, like I said, he did represent for everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. 6.5. 6 of the possible.
0.5.
Yeah.
0.5. What about you?
I'm gonna say 5.5.
Okay.
5.5.
Like it was like I couldn't understand what he was saying, and I'm not really a Bad Bunny fan, so I'm not familiar with like all of his music, for real, you know. And I'm just not hearing about him now. So a lot of people don't really know Bad Bunny like that, but they know him across the world. Mm-hmm. Like, not just in music. Like, I think he was in WWE.
He was.
He put on a dope match, too. He actually put on a really good match.
He's been in movies, too. Yeah, Bad Bunny has been in movies, too.
So, it's like, his popularity is everywhere. But as an artist, some part of the world, that whole community doesn't really know him like that.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw, like, a lot of reels on Instagram about, like, people like how they feel about the halftime show. A lot of people was just like they can't understand. Like Lil Boosie was saying like, oh, he can't understand what he was saying. Like, why is he performing?
Yeah, we don't understand what Lil Boosie be saying sometimes, bro. But we don't complain.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's like one of the last niggas I want to talk about. You don't understand, bro. Come on now.
That's tracks.
But anyway, sorry. So let's shift. You brought up 50 Cent. Yeah. Because you said he was your hero and you wanted to see him perform at the halftime show.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent is in a beef. Surprise, surprise, right? Oh man, speaking of 50 Cent, he had a dope halftime commercial. Y'all seen that one for DoorDash? Yeah, you seen the DoorDash commercial? I didn't see it. He had a dope DoorDash commercial. He was taking jabs at Diddy and Floyd Mayweather. He was pulling stuff out of a bag, just saying what DoorDash delivered. So at one point he pulled the ABC book out of the bag. that was a jab at Floyd.
Yeah.
And then he pulled a clock out and he said something about always being on time. I think that was a jab at Ja Rule. But then in the end he pulled out a bottle of his cognac and he was like, yeah, this special cognac. He said it's been what do they call it when alcohol just been sitting for a while? What do they call that? Brewing or something like that? Something for 4 years.
Okay, it's been aging.
Aging. He said, it's been aging for 4 years or 50 months. But who's counting? And, you know, Diddy got 4 years. Bruh, big troll. Yeah. So, but anyway, now he beefing with T.I., man. And just to give a little background on that real fast, because what I really want to talk about is snitching overall. But so this is how this all ties in. So a couple years ago, maybe about 2 years ago, somebody asked T.I. who he would want to battle in the verses, and he said 50 Cent. And 50 Cent dismissed it back then. But then recently on another podcast that T.I. was on, I guess it somehow came up again. Mm-hmm. And he was basically just saying again, that he called out 50 a while ago, and 50 never responded, or 50 dismissed it or whatever like that. But he still very much wants that battle. So 50, he don't respond to nothing with music anymore. Everything he does is just straight trolling now. Like, it don't matter. You rap about him all you want. 50 do not respond to nothing with music anymore. Yeah. So he released this video with basically T.I. on the stand, just basically talking about a situation that was happening that it could have been looked at as snitching or whatever. And, basically saying that he would never do no verses with him because he's a rat or something like that. So then, of course, T.I. came and responded back and basically saying, telling 50 to stop playing with his name. basically saying that he has lost respect for 50 out of the way he's handling the situation. Like, bro, if you don't want to do the verses, just say that. But you out here, like, doing everything rather than just saying you don't want to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, T.I. just basically saying he just lost respect for 50 for how he's handling it or whatever like that. And that was the last thing that came about or whatever. So that's how I was going to tie this into snitching. Because 50 was basically telling him to stay away from him because he's a snitch and stuff like that. How do y'all feel about snitch? Y'all, you tell?
Nah, I don't think so.
You tell?
No.
Y'all don't know.
I mean, all right, with T.I.'s situation about the snitching part, like he said, he said he didn't snitch because they asked him about, a murder or something like that. And he actually put it off on his cousin who was already passed away. Mm-hmm. So
no harm, no foul.
Yeah, so he feels like he didn't really snitch because, all right, it was either me or it was my cousin. And since my cousin can't go to jail, then I'm going to put it on him. And some people think, that's kind of morally wrong. Like, why would you do that to your cousin?
On his name.
On his name and he's dead and stuff like that. And T.I. was like, hey, that this is what happened. And, this is what, he put it on him. So
I wouldn't mind.
At that point, it's like, I don't know if is it really snitching? Could you get in trouble if you put on somebody that's already passed away that can't go to jail? So I see what 50 Cent's saying, but like in T.I.'s case, it's a little bit different. But nah, when it come down to it, I wouldn't be snitching. The longer, now if it had to do something with my family or something like that, then all right, if somebody killed my brother or something like that, my sister or something like that, and I know who it is, and we got a beef. Then the police come and say, hell yeah, it's that dude. Yeah. But I'm gonna try to go take him out before they get to him though. But yeah, I'm like, hell yeah, I know who it was. But
that's a fact. If me and you committed a crime together, right? And I got caught and you didn't, I wouldn't tell on you. I wouldn't tell who my accomplice was because I did it too.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, on the other hand, if I'm sleeping in the backseat of your car and you decide to rob a gas station with me in the backseat, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna play it cool until you drop me off home, and then I might have to call that number on you, bro, because they might have me in the backseat. Because the thing is, if you get caught or whatever like that, and they somehow find out that I was there too,
you're an accomplice.
Yes, in Georgia, you going to jail because you're an accomplice because you didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, if you just decide to do a crime around me without running it by me first, I might have to tell, bro, because I'm not going to jail.
So they coming to knock at your door.
Yeah. But if we both do something and I slip and fall and they get me and you get away, I ain't gonna be like D2 no. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say D.
Right. Come on back. Come on.
Caught us, man.
Hey, right.
I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go down and do my time, man. But
I feel that. I can agree with that. That
I don't think it all depends on the situation. Like with T.I.'s situation, I think people saw him as a snitch when they saw him on Crime Stoppers and all of that. So maybe in 50 Cent, he just wanted to make fun of him in that situation, and T.I. will throw a little jabs at 50 Cent back and forth. So 50 is always trying to create make fun of the people that he knows that don't like him. So in any way, form, I guess in that form, it's kind of cool, or in our culture, to say man, that guy's a snitch, man. These are the facts showing that he's a snitch. Mm-hmm. So I don't. In any other situation, if it's not personal, I won't snitch. But in some situations, it's you kind of you force yourself. You have to. All right, if I saw that person just hit that old lady on the street, and the police was right there, and nobody see it. Yeah, nobody saw that. Yeah, I guess in some situations.
You're
yeah.
not gonna say nothing. Not gonna say that old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
all
was
right.
gonna be my next question though. What was
Oh,
you gonna
go
ask?
ahead.
Because I was gonna ask, what if you was in a situation that had nothing to do with you,
Yeah,
but you are
yeah.
a witness?
I was gonna say that too. I was thinking
You know
that
what I'm saying? Let's
too.
say
Yes.
you standing across the street and you see a crime happen, and let's say you just so happen to know who do it, or they got on some shoes that they can easily identify or whatever like that. Then would you say something to the cops like, "Oh nah, I didn't see you do it, but he had on some red, white, and blue Air Force Ones or something like that," or you just completely minding your business? I'm telling you right now, I'm minding my business.
Me too.
Because
Me too.
if they don't catch this person, I don't need to be looking over my shoulder for them to come after me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is facts.
if they ain't killed nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was just a little basic robbery or ass whipping or something like that, I'm moving on, bro. I saw nothing.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I'd save some children, you know, stuff like when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Children or stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a teller, but besides that, I'm big. I'm team mind your business.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. I'm just gonna mind my business. If some, like I said, it has to be something to where it's like, yeah, if some kids involved or something like that, or if it's like maybe even a hit and run, something like you can hit somebody and you just kept going. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, his license plate was this if I can remember it. But yeah, if it's just like a little squabble, somebody's like, man, you owe me $5, and they start getting to fighting, then I'm just gonna watch and then I'm gonna keep on moving when the police come.
Right.
Because I didn't see it on TV. Some people be snitching, and they have you on TV and they blur out your face and you move to the side. Out of the pixel.
Bro, when they try to hide your voice and then they briefly lose your voice.
Yeah, man. The news will get you messed up.
The news will get
The news will get you messed up. So don't ever go on the news because yes, that has happened before where like they're like trying to put your voice in a voice box and the next thing you know, you can hear your voice or it's pixelated your face and then as soon as you move to grab some water they can see your face go back in the pixel like
boy, you can freeze TV now, boy.
Hey, facts.
Ain't that? Oh,
yeah,
it's on.
Facts.
It's on, bro.
So,
and don't let the person who got arrested got some money.
Oh yeah.
They'll get their reach when you still in jail.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, you definitely gotta pick and choose when it's the right time to involve yourself in something that don't got to do with you. You definitely have to pick and choose, man.
Yeah.
Cause like one of the biggest snitches, 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
You know what? I understood where he came from on why he did it. You know, when he basically told, when he found out all the things that they were doing behind his back as far as stealing his money. I think one of them dudes was messing with his baby moms. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really was just a joke to them. He really was just a cash cow to them and stuff like that. So I think, like he said, he didn't have no reason to be loyal to these guys. Like, he didn't have no reason to go to jail behind them because they was, they was playing in his face the whole time.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
They did. They even kidnapped him too.
Bruh, yes.
His own people kidnapped him, bruh. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, with that, I can understand 6ix9ine snitching because, they really, like he was just a front man. He was a money man. And so, they were like, oh, we just need him for this, but we ain't going to take him seriously. So, yeah, with that, I understand him. But like other people, like Gunna and stuff like that, I mean, they ask you questions. Whose gun was it in the car? Well, it ain't mine. Well, it's only 2 people in the car. So,
So whose was it specifically?
Yeah. So it's like, with that situation too, I'm not gonna say nothing. If I'm in the car and somebody else is in the car and you got a gun and like say if you don't say nothing, then I'm like, all right, well, I don't know whose it is. If it's some weed in the car, I don't know whose it is.
I don't know whose it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess in that situation, it's gonna get pinned to whose ever car it is.
Of course.
Yeah. So if the passenger say it ain't mine, bruh, then it's probably just gonna get pinned. But hey, I didn't tell him it was yours. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna go to jail, but listen, man, I didn't tell him it was yours, but you
Yeah.
know,
At the end
if
of the
it ain't
day,
mine, I'm in your
So
car.
that's the thing, like with the Gunna situation, do you really think he actually snitched though? And that's another situation to talk about. Because with 6ix9ine, I feel like a lot of people still was like, yeah, he probably did snitch, but like who else? Like who else in hip hop snitched before? Plenty of other
There's
artists.
been a lot of artists.
there's been a
that
lot of
snitch,
people,
man.
that have. So
They
plenty
just
of
go
them, bro.
underneath the rug. I think what be messing artists up is they rap about like not snitching, never telling. You know, that's what really killed Gunna. I think was he got so many songs where he talking about his loyalty to his brothers and stuff like that, and how he'll go to jail before ever talking to the cops and things like that's all in his lyrics.
Yeah.
But you know, all that shit changes when it comes to real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think pretty much in hip hop, your lyrics get used against you because a lot of people actually, a lot of fans do actually be thinking these dudes be out here doing what they're rapping about. You know what I'm saying? They do be thinking these dudes actually are out here still on the streets, selling drugs, shooting people, you know, at the ops and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they really do believe that these people do it.
Well,
and it helps to sell their music. Except for your boy.
Yeah, King Von and Dirk be on that mission.
You know what I'm saying? Except for your boy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, all them be actually be on that. So yeah.
I mean, there's a little handful.
Yeah.
But there's more of them that are not on that than are.
Yeah, no,
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying? Like
definitely.
it's triple not than are.
Yeah.
So I think that just really just be hurting artists. Even with 6ix9ine, bro. Like I said, I think the main thing is people are already questioning his gangster anyway.
Oh yeah, most
from the time he came out, you know, because you know the rainbow color hair and stuff like that. And,
yeah,
you know,
that was wild.
That was kind of
Mexican
crazy,
dude. You know what I'm saying? Acting crazy, wild, and stuff like that. So people already questioned his authenticity to begin with. So once he started snitching and stuff like that, it was like, you know, it was just like, I told you so. And it just made it 10 times worse.
Yeah, they killed his career.
Yeah, bro. But the thing about it is when he got back out of jail or whatever, you know, he stood 10 toes down on the snitching thing, and then he's called out people that are snitching, bro. Like he said it himself. He said, "Yo, y'all pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? You pick who you want to let slide for it, and pick who you don't want to let slide for it. Like y'all won't let me slide for it, but when this person come out, you know y'all looking for reasons and stuff like that. Like I said." Gunna was a snitch, and then Gunna released a dope album, and people forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talked about it.
That's facts.
Yeah, so Gunna,
everybody forgot.
Yeah, Gunna
snitch,
back.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but
just like Young Thug,
you know what I'm saying? We talked about it before. They was calling us Ratlanta, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young Thug released a decent album. People don't really talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? So. That's just how it is. People do definitely pick and choose, but like I said, it's based off of their lyrics and their believability. If people really believe you living that life, and then you get found out that you're not, then that hurt, bro. I actually believe that's why Dirk is in jail right now, bro. Dirk didn't want to slide for Von. In case y'all didn't know, he didn't want to do it.
They were pushing him to slide. They were pushing
y'all
him
was
to slide.
pressuring this man, bro.
Slide,
yeah, y'all was pressuring him. And he moved sloppy and got caught. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to, bro.
I'm sure he didn't, but I mean, yeah. Now it's a little bit too late now.
Yeah, bro. And he did it sloppy and got caught, bro. How you buy people plane tickets to California, bro? That's traced.
Yeah.
Sloppy, bro. But that was the pressure that was on him. You know what I'm saying? The pressure to make some moves, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't want to, man. He's a rich guy behind the scenes, you know?
He is.
He lives in a big house with a pool, and his neighbors are white.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted, you know? Not no more. Now his neighbors are multiracial. You know what I'm saying? He don't get to pick and choose who his neighbors are.
What is it? 6x9? That's what it is. 6x9 jail cell. Yeah.
Yes, all because y'all pressured him to be real, and he wasn't real like that no more. He still had real people around him, obviously, but that wasn't in his heart.
Yeah.
So, and that's how I go, bro. So let that be a lesson, man.
So you can't slide forever.
You can't slide forever,
slide
bro. You know what I'm
forever,
saying?
bro.
Can't slide forever.
I think the craziest thing when he went to jail, it was crazy how like he was like a lot of people like be careful with the ones that you think that's gonna like slide for you for real. And it got to the point where even his girl, there was questioning his girl like, oh, does his girl like still support him, even though all the allegations and everything. So it's like a lot of these rappers like they say when it comes to snitching, they say they're not snitching. But then when it comes into a situation when they're going to be in jail for 10, 20 years, it's like, dang, what do I have to do to get out of this situation?
That's a fact, bro. There's an old saying.
Yeah.
They say everybody tough until they start talking that 25 to life.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what I'm
we
saying? They
really
start
gonna
talking
snitch
numbers
over
above
that.
5 years, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people switch up, man.
Like, do you think Kanye West would want to do that shit right now?
Man.
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah,
Too much
you right.
money he making.
A lot. Once they start talking some real numbers, people be in there like, all right, man, can you go give me the Chick-fil-A sandwich?
That's a fact, bro.
the McDonald's and stuff. Let me tell you what I know.
That's a fact. Like I said, I like to believe that, like I said earlier, if I got caught and you didn't, I I like to believe I wouldn't say nothing. But they was like, hey man, that good 25, or listen, bro. I don't know what I would do then, man. Because it's a different situation, bro. When you talking about never getting out, you know what I'm saying. But if I could get out in like 10 years, if I drop a dime on somebody who ain't doing nothing out in the streets anyway, especially if you know this person just gonna wind up in here soon anyway. You know how mad I would be if I didn't tell on you. And a year later, you still winded up in that bitch with me, bro? Like, what?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, like, bro, what? Like, yo, you supposed to take that opportunity to get your life together because we was both supposed to be in here a while ago.
Right.
And now,
that's true, though.
Yeah,
that's
you still
true.
went out there and did some craziness and ended up here anyway. I could have told.
Yeah.
And been out.
Well, I already know. If we do something, you get called, Sean, give me a heads up from the phone call in jail. Hey, they might be looking for you. That's all I need to know.
Like, listen, bro.
Plane ticket.
Like, listen, bro. Just listen to how much time they give me, then you'll know. You know what I'm saying? If you hear they talking 5, you might be all right, bro. But if they come to you and say, hey, they talking about giving Sean 15, yeah, go ahead and start trying to see your way out this country.
Hey, I'm like, all right, Sean, you be safe, bro.
Be safe, bro.
On the little next flight to Aruba. Out of here,
bro. Like I said, they talking slow time. They talking low time. You be all right, but they start talking them high numbers.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like,
Double digits.
If you could just give me my cell phone, I got his address.
Hey, say you need 24-hour head start real quick, bro. Oh.
Big facts, man. So, yeah, man, just snitching, bruh. I mean, I guess it's situational, man. Like I said, overall, if you did the crime, you do the time. You don't got to tell on nobody, man. But if you do, make sure it's worth it. And then if you got somebody that do take the time for you, bruh, don't be out there doing other stuff to get yourself right back in there with him, bruh. You know what I'm saying? If I had a homeboy who took some time for me, bruh, I would honestly get out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? And try to do something to where he get out. I could help him when he get out.
Yeah.
Get on his feet. Because that's really the biggest thank you, man. Don't turn around and just be in there a year later. For something worse. I'm in there for armed robbery. Did you in here for capital murder?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. The best thing you could do for somebody if they do that for you is get your life together and help them get their life together when they do get out, man. However much time they got. That's what
facts.
I believe at least.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
No,
So one last subject really fast, because like I said, there's a lot of things going on, man. I know y'all said y'all wasn't too familiar, so I'll do most of the talking on this one. The Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder and Ja Rule incident that happened on the plane recently.
Okay, yeah.
Like I said, if you're familiar with the situation, 50 Cent and Ja Rule been beefing for like 2 decades now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
people
literally.
been born and graduated college since they been beefing. That stems all the way back to you know, the streets or whatever like that. Whatever. Like I said, it's kind of crazy to think that these guys are still beefing to this day. But as Ja Rule has said in the past, they was never friends, so it was never nothing for them to reconcile because they was never friends. Like literally, Ja Rule basically stated that 50 Cent was just jealous that the people who 50 Cent wanted to believe in him believed in Ja Rule, and that led to him throwing shots at Ja Rule, and things just snowballed into bigger things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, 50 Cent, not 50 Cent, I'm sorry. Ja Rule was on a plane after the Super Bowl, and he just happened to be sitting in front of Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo. If you're familiar with Tony Yayo, you know he is literally 50 Cent's like right hand man.
Yeah.
Borderline like slave. Like borderline like, you know, if 50 Cent told him to jump off out that plane, he would consider it.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And then Uncle Murda is he was an artist before, but he recently signed to G Unit within a couple years, which is why I didn't understand why he was so invested in this beef. Like, bro, you just got there. But whatever. But it was kind of crazy, man, because like I said, just to see these guys even in their 50s, you know what I'm saying, still staying true to this beef. I believe from what I heard, Ja Rule didn't really want no problems. He was just trying to get on the plane, and he just asked him, was everything all good? Like, you know, we gonna be straight, stuff like, and I think that just escalated because he obviously didn't get the answer he wanted to hear, and that escalated. But I guess what I want to know is really fast is how do y'all feel about beefing with somebody for so long? Like, is there anybody that y'all have right now who y'all might can think of who, no matter what, y'all never rock with them? You don't gotta name them, but y'all got enemies? You got enemies?
No.
Nah.
I mean, there's like probably like if you was in a bad relationship
Mm-hmm.
and you just don't want to talk to that person, you just avoid talking to that person because the relationship turned out sour, or it couldn't just be just a female. It could have been like sometimes your friends, you think your friends is like really rocking with you, and they're really not.
So if you found out like one of your homeboys wasn't rocking with you and stuff like that, you think you could hold on to that grudge for over 20 years?
Yes and no. It's kind of like half and half, because then it depends on the situation on why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But with the Ja Rule 50 Cent situation, I never really had a beef to the point where it turned out to every single moment I saw that person, I wanted to get up and smack it.
It's definitely
it never get to that level of me beefing with somebody.
Okay. For me, now that I think about it, yeah.
You got an enemy out there?
There's this one guy. I mean, you know, like, I was messing with this girl a long time ago, and you know, and basically her baby father and stuff like that didn't like that we were, you know, she was moving along and we were messing with each other and stuff. So he would send me all types of messages, call me, text me, just doing the most, just random stuff. And I remember one day I finally got to see him. I was dropping her off, and
that's the worst.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I was dropping her off, and he was coming out the house or something like that, and I was like, oh man, I was like, all right, but he was focused on talking to her. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna worry about it. I was like, he talking to her. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, y'all. Hey, you fight with your chick, yeah, that's cool. We ain't together, so whatever. So he finally said something to me. He had his son in his hand and stuff like that. He over there, he said something to me. He's like, yeah, man, all this other stuff, I'll beat you up. I was like, bro, go on, man, go on, bro. I was like, I ain't trying. I was like, hey, she gonna get out of the car, you go, y'all go do what y'all do. I don't care, you know. So he decided, he was like, all right, man. He's like, whatever, I don't care. He was like, man, he's like, you can keep her and all stuff. I was like, it's cool, bro. So as he's walking away, he kicks my car.
Damn.
And I was like, oh man, hell no, bro. So I hop out the whip, and I swear to you, I'd never seen somebody run so fast with a baby in their arm. I was like, drop the baby. I'm running after him. I'm like, drop the baby. He was like, no, you running with the baby and stuff. He get to the door, he leave the baby on the ground. He run upstairs in his house, the door open, and I'm smart enough not to chase him in his house.
That's a fact.
I was like, I ain't gonna chase him. The little boy just standing there crying and stuff like that. I was like, no, I ain't gonna chase him. I was like, but I always remember that because he made a little dent in my little car at the little side panel.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? I told old girl, I was like, if I ever see your baby daddy again, it's on sight. I don't care. We at IHOP. I'm punching this man in his mouth and we going at it. That's just all it is. So you may remind me of that story. So yes, if I ever see you, it's on sight. Man. I don't care where we at. We could be at McDonald's. This on sight, bro. The grocery store on aisle 5. Fighting over the bread and everything. I'm telling you. He gonna catch these hands, bro.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
So that's my story. But yes, man, that's only one person.
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
I ain't never had no real enemies like that, but I went on a trip not too long ago with some of my homeboys, and one of his people was there. And I don't know what it was. I guess me and his homeboy just got off on the wrong foot. I don't really know why. You know, I was just being me. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like that, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. And so I had found out later that his homeboy was like asking people, asking my friend, like, oh, how long you know him? I don't really know about him and stuff like that. Even though I ain't do nothing or whatever like that. So I done seen this dude 3 times since then, right? And each time he done seen a little shady, bro. But when I tell you, I killed this nigga with kindness, bro. Every time I see him, bro. Every time I see him, I mean, I treat this nigga like we best friends because I know he don't like me and I love it, bro. No. So I know he probably never gonna see this episode, but if you do, just know I'm doing it on purpose, man. just know that I'm doing it on. I mean, when I see him, I'm like, yo, what up, man? I dap him up, I pull him in, all of that, bro. Like all of that, bro.
Shot me fronting on
bro.
It.
You know what I'm saying? Because I love it, bro. You know, because he don't got no reason to not like me. You know.
Yeah.
And since you ain't never said it to my face that you don't like me, bro, I'm gonna be in your face. I'm gonna be in your face, and I love killing with people. I love killing people with kindness, bro. Like I actually love it.
How's that saying go? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, bro. So that just is what it is, man. But I'm glad to hear that we all don't got a lot of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hang out with y'all a good bit. I hate to be looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
We got to watch out for whoever this guy is today. We have to look out.
Hey, if we all in public and y'all see me break out and go swing on somebody, just know who it. That's the person I'm talking about.
Hey, man. That must be him. Hey, look, bro. When the cops come, I didn't see nothing.
Hey, that's it.
I didn't see nothing. I don't know what happened. Man. What happened, bro?
Facts. Just like that. Leave it.
That's a fact.
By myself.
Any closing statements from you guys? Y'all good? Anything we talked about today y'all wanted to add in real fast?
Nah, I think we hit every topic today.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was the halftime show, you know, this last week and everything. And and these beasts, man, are gonna be part of this whole year that's gonna pass by. I see a couple more beasts later on, even in the sports world, you know.
Yeah.
But that's another topic for another day.
That's another topic for another day, man. All right, well, listen, man, we are the Lookout Crew. I'm Sean T.
I'm Saint D.
You want to D2 Nice? You want to say that again? Y'all mixed it up.
You want to edit out D2 Nice?
I'm not going to edit it. but I'm Sean T.
I'm Saint D.
D2 Nice.
Per usual.
Just looking out.